You talking to me or right? Right.
So I can't hear you. Yeah, it's just the still being early in the and it's in the off season and just getting started with training camp. Just looks like guys are getting acclimated to each other. Um, there's it's a lot of good energy in the gym. Um, guys just kind of filling each other out. They but it's there's some familiarity even with the new pieces. Seeing as how Monte Morris and Kuzma they have a relationship. Will Barton being from the area, you know, and then them coming over from Denver where Coach came over from last year. So it's not that awkward getting to know you phase like a lot of teams have. But I mean, they're getting ready for the to head on the road to get the preseason started. Guys look like they're in shape, which is always a good thing. They have everybody's healthy, uh, so um, so yeah, so it looks like things are going to get started on the right foot. So yeah, man, just excited to kind of see where things go from here. Guys making a lot of shots today, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, we're definitely ready to see what's going on and how they're going to get the season started.
Yeah, one thing I was excited to see when I just viewing everything and the workload of when I see Denny ramping up. For those that may not know, he had a groin injury, so they know using caution with him, as they go before they head out to Japan, to face Golden State in the preseason. But I saw him doing a lot of lunges with the bungee cord, the resistance band, the resistance band, and doing a lot of one-on-one drills, reverse layup stuff, and that's more than what I saw him doing, the first day of camp on Saturday. So obviously, he's starting to ramp it up, which is a good sign. I'm not sure if he'll play Friday. That it's a few days. Hopefully, he does. We all know just because it's improvement day to day, it can be a setback. The day of the game, and they may sit him out, but hopefully, he get out there. But for the most part, everybody looked to be in good spirits. The chemistry is definitely flowing. You can just see how guys are interacting with each other. And, group over here and a group over there. And like Ray said, so far the shooting has been crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like from just all over, all ranges, and look, I've been consistent, man. Like I'm not worried about the Wizards' offense. They have about 7 to 8 guys legitimately that can average between 15 to 30 points a game. That should be more than enough to win games offensively. We all know the other side, man. If they buy in as a unit, they can shock some people because they have the veteran experience. They have closers. They have versatility. They have they're tough. They have toughness. They obviously high IQ. It's just a matter. It's up to them. You know what I mean? And people. At the end of the season was getting on West and all that. And I'm like, look, we don't really know fully what type of coach he is because certain guys, in a sense, checked out. They was playing for contracts and themselves. The injuries came, then the trade for Porzingis and all that. Now you trying to incorporate him into it. It was just a lot. So, just to finally kind of see the team fully healthy going into, Japan, the Rumble with the champs. We can get an early glimpse. I'm excited about that. Is the main thing just staying healthy and getting Denny back up to par, and then pay close attention to the defense, man. If they show strides in that area and consistency, then they could do a lot of damage this season.
Yeah, one of the things Coach West was talking about today was they haven't put a lot in either on either end so far. Like Cardell said, been getting a lot of shots up. You guys talk about the connection they have with each other. That's another thing he was talking about. Him, Rui, and Kuz all talked about trying to continue to build on that and talk about those relationships as they're strengthened off the court should help on the court, kind of reinforce things on the court as well. Um, in terms of he was talking about what they wanted to get out of the games against Golden State. They just want competitive games. That's what Coach West was talking about. And obviously, one of the things it's not a secret. We talked about all last year. That defensive end of the floor, the communication. That's one of the things to keep an eye on if you want to take anything away from when they go across the waters for this trip. Um, to make sure, even if we can hear it through the broadcast, hear them chirping on the defensive end of the floor, hear the communication. That's almost been something to a T. We heard Taj talk about it a little bit yesterday. Monte's talked about almost everybody, even without being asked, talk about the communication on the end of the floor. So that's something they're clearly harping on. It's clearly something they understand they had an issue with last year, and something they definitely are focusing on improving this year. And it starts with this trip. I guess to ask you guys, what are you guys looking for to take away from the two matchups against Golden State overseas? Start with you, Cardell, and then Ray.
Are they going to accept the challenge and it's preseason. Don't treat it like a preseason game. Send it as a game where they can send a message, not to just a chance with the league overall. Like, don't write us off. Don't be treating us like, are they in a Wimbayama sweepstakes potentially, or are they really trying to, do damage to get to the playoffs and make a run and build for the future? You know what I mean? Send that message, and also we going look. Let's be real. We gonna see where the defensive commitment is gonna get tested out pretty quickly. Because I've been paying attention to the Warriors. They had that media day yesterday, and they seem to still be pissed. They seem to still be pissed at all the naysayers and the critics. They're not shy about it. They're going for a repeat. I think that's something. Well, they did it with Kev, but you know what I mean. They really want to get five because there ain't too many teams and players that played in the league that got five rings. So that kind of really separates them and change a whole lot of legacies and narratives and all that. So they're hungry still. Uh, we gonna see how hungry the Wizards are. You know what I mean? Especially the starting unit, you gonna get your check, you gonna get your crack at theirs, and then the young guys. That's the second thing I'm looking at. The young guys, the G League guys, the Goodwin. Goodwin been looking good. He's been looking hungry, putting in the extra time. We want to see the rookie. From Wisconsin, want to see the Maker, see what he does. That former Howard player, want to see what he does. You know, uh, Echenike, same thing. Just all the young guys. How do they play in that environment? Especially, being on foreign soil, neutral site. Are they gonna be focused because they played two games, I believe, a day apart? No, a couple of days. Were they day apart? They play Friday and Sunday, or Friday and Monday. Um, Regardless, I want to see how they bounce back, especially with that long flight. It kind of simulates what the season's gonna be. It's gonna be a grind. So are they gonna be up to it and um, be focused and locked in, game in, and for the first game and the second game? We're gonna see, and that'll tell the tale. And one last thing with Wes Unseld, I want to see how he has fun with the lineups. There's a lot of versatility on this team, especially the forward spot. A lot of length, a lot of size, a lot of guys can do different things. I want to see how he play with the lineups and see how they mesh together.
Ray. Yeah, as you guys both said, Apologize everyone for some of the technical difficulties today. However, we're excited about the trip. For them to leave, to get over there, for them to face the champs. Definitely looking forward to it. Obviously, depending on time difference and whatnot, we're gonna try to make sure we have Wizards Outlooks as always. So you guys tune in, stay tuned. Follow the Focus TV social media mediums. We truly appreciate you all. See y'all soon, man. Look, the season is officially here. We're watching on social media right now. Every other team in the league that's not heading over the water. Feel like it was media day for the rest of the league. Obviously we had the Wizards already go. We had Golden State go, I think, yesterday, like you said, Cardell. Got the rest of the league going now. So looking forward to it, man. You guys enjoy, and we'll see y'all very soon.